Hey guys, it's Dobbo here. Now, the NRL season might be over, but that doesn't mean the fun can't stop with Ladbrokes. Now, our great friends at Ladbrokes, you go and download the Ladbrokes app. You can join Mates Mode. We'll be having a little flutter over the Spring Carnival, and also with the Ashes series coming up, go and join our pot Inside Ball and just watch this space. But if not, just get on, download the Ladbrokes app and join it today. I absolutely love Ladbrokes. I get on, I have a little flutter most weeks. Sometimes you go well, sometimes you even go better when you're with the Rainmaker. But hey, go and join it today. Yeah, go and join it today. Enjoy it. We've got lots more coming on. Go to the little bullseye where it says more, then you hit Mates Mode, then you go Inside Ball, join the revolution.
Special guest this week, none other than a guy that I played footy with his father, so that makes me pretty old. Maxie Plath. Max, welcome to the Inside Ball, mate.
Hey lads, thanks for having me.
Now, how you going, champ? Everything okay in your world?
Yeah, no, everything's good. 4 months post ACL operation, so plugging along there.
Now, you've heard that knee before, haven't you?
Yeah, 5 years ago. 5 years ago, around this time, did it again. So, mate, I don't think it was pretty solid. It was more just the scenario of how it happened. I should have come off. I'd done my MCL about in the first half, and then I said, nah, just strap it up, keep me going. And then it was that twisting motion where my leg got stuck between Gutho, and the MCL was supposed to protect it. And I was just being silly. I should have come off, but
you'd just come back as well. You'd had that injury. Can I just say before we get into the Max Plath story, it makes 3 tackles after he's done his ACL, refuses to come off.
Yeah,
that's beautiful, part of the, mate. That's the deal.
Yeah, I didn't even know I'd done it.
That's the Plath DNA, mate. It's in the across the family. So
let's start from the beginning, brother. Like, obviously, we all know your dad, but the Plath family, like even your uncles, like he's Wynnum royalty, you know. And so growing up, you would have known that. Like it was Wynnum or nothing else, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. It was awesome. I loved my time at Wynnum. And we grew up in Redland Bay, Birkdale, so a little bit further south of Wynnum, and a little cul-de-sac there with 3 brothers and a whole bunch of neighbours to play footy with. So it was awesome. Yeah. We were the youngest of the bunch too, so I get thrown around a fair bit, and then moved over to Wynnum. Wynnum Manly Seagulls after that. So
you've got a history there with your family, haven't you? Your pop or what do you call him, granddad? Pop.
Yeah, Stan.
And Stan and your grandma as well. They've been like, I remember your mum serving me in the canteen when I was coming through in the juniors. You know. I
know they moved. I think Dad moved over to Wynnum when he was 12 from Bark Holden, so they've been there ever since. In the same house.
He's a school teacher, your dad, is he?
Yeah. Pop is
Pop.
Yeah. He's a school teacher, and you go around Wynnum, and you got Uncle
Legends.
Steve too. Uncle Steve played there, and Pop's a life member there. Dad played there, and Nan was working in the canteen. So, and then all of us, me and Geordie, come through there. So it's a great club to be a part of. I loved it there.
Have you been on the hill, banging on the side?
Okay. I have been.
Yeah, the chook pen.
That's it.
The chook pen. That's a vile joint, the chook pen. If you're in an opposition,
it's crazy, mate.
I don't want to make it about media. They're not real warm to media either. The chook pen, late in the day, they can be absolutely.
So you've been in there and they've hammered
No. I've just been walking behind in front, and mate, they're not immune to anybody. If you're not a Wynnum, you're in trouble.
There's nothing like it in the Queensland Cup, I reckon. Having a chook pen. And they turn on you quickly too. When I was playing for Redcliffe, they turned on me that quickly.
Are you serious?
They bagged me out.
Get out.
You had to play for Redcliffe.
No one's safe there. No one's safe.
Hey,
I know.
Can I ask, can you remember, like, or what are the memories did you get of your dad? You probably can't remember watching him play, but when you're growing up, did everybody used to talk about him?
Yeah, you know the back of your mind, like, they tell you all the way through. Playing juniors footy too, you kind of, people, know of him and speak of him all the time. But, no, he finished in 99 or 2000, so I was 01, so I didn't get to see it. But I remember going to the captain's runs of the Broncos and seeing, like, Dan Locker and Coy Parker and all that sort of crew going around. So, I knew what was going on. Like, I knew what he'd done and that, and it was pretty special, but I didn't really get a taste of it properly.
Right, so where did it all start for you with footy? So juniors?
Yeah,
obviously.
Capalaba Warriors, the mighty Capalaba Warriors.
Are they still around?
They're still around,
yeah. So what do they go? under 6 or 7 right through to
Yeah, they go all the
18s.
way through. They just have like a local league team they have there, and then under 12s went over to Wynnum.
Yeah.
And kind of just pushed through the ranks through there.
So were you always like a 13 or a 9, or you were a back? You were a 6.
I was a fullback and a 6 growing up.
Is that right?
Originally a fullback. I was always tiny. I always could run, but I was not much skill about me, and I was always tiny. So I was a fullback, and then moved into 6'7" in Malmaninga.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really until after that Broncos preseason I kind of had to realise I wasn't going to be a 5'8". I had to move into the middle.
Yeah.
Did you make junior reps and all that sort of stuff? You play all... What about... Well, you were Med East? That would have been your region, or what was your region?
I was Med East.
Med East. So you didn't make any of those teams?
I made Med East and under 12s, and then I was a shadow for under 14s and 15s. Couldn't even make the Med East side.
Right.
And I used to get that shattered about it.
So which blokes who was was there anyone that came through that was keeping you at bay?
Tessie New was a big player coming through, but
Yeah.
Harrison Graham, my best mate at Wynnum there, he was always the hooker coming through too. So he was always kind of nudging me out.
And what it used to shatter you just couldn't understand.
Just couldn't crack it.
Yeah.
Just couldn't crack it. Yeah. I just had to. I guess I wasn't developed enough yet. You know what I mean? Like I didn't really develop till I was 18, 19. So it took me a little bit to kind of build into it.
Do you reckon and it's hard, and I've never spoken to Billy about this, or Harry or Jack, but
Don't leave Jet out of that either.
Jet's
got so much ability.
Mate, he's one of the great Panthers, and Ava's going to be NRLW. But do you reckon there's pressure for you guys because of what your dad's done? Not that your dad would ever put pressure on you. Like, he just wants to see you guys. But do you reckon with you guys there is that little bit because you come from such a famous family that has had success at elite level that you put, you're more shattered because you want to emulate like what your dad did.
Yeah, exactly. No, 100%. It's even if you don't want to admit it, it's definitely at the back of your mind. Like, you don't want to. Yeah, it's a lot of pressure when you're young.
Yeah, I bet it would have been because like you're shattered. But I'm thinking to myself, well, when your dad's John Plath, you're like. Mate, we remember what he was like as a Bronco. He was like Mr. Fix-It, wasn't he? He could play anywhere. He was unbelievable. And so you're wanting, not that your dad would care, he would be just happy to watch you play footy, but I can imagine it would have been bloody the whole time. Geez, I've got to keep on going. And you obviously got to love rugby league as well.
Yeah, 100%. You have to love the game, obviously. But for a while there, like just coming through the ranks, you're just not making any teams, and your dad's like this NRL player, ex-NRL player, and you're like, what's wrong with me? Like, why can't I do it? And then you kind of just have to bide your time. But I think it was the best thing for me happening, like developing later, because you kind of get that bit of a fire in your belly to, keep pushing through to it. And it kind of makes you reflect why you're not making the teams. So you have to actually be honest with yourself. There's some players, you'd know people coming through when you were younger, they'd make all the rep teams and then they don't sort of kick on.
Oh, there's a lot of them. Well, they don't have the commitment, mate, that you have.
So what, can I ask, how old were you when, to get to a pre-season at Brisbane, you can't be a scrub. Like, let's be honest. If you get to a pre-season, like you're being invited. How does that happen that you actually get invited to do a pre-season with an NRL side?
Yeah, well, it's a long journey. I think I was 21 or 22 when I came into the Broncos, and that was my first ever professional contract. So I kind of went the long way of played Mount Meninga, kind of developed there.
Into Colts,
and then
into BRL. You won a BRL premiership, didn't you?
BRL.
So the same as Billy, mate. Same pathway.
And then a full year of Cup, and then
so you're 21. You're 21 when you get to go to. I remember that preseason at the Bronx. Kevie, you were coach. And mate,
he was outstanding.
You slayed him.
Just like his father.
Yeah, but you must have been.
And he didn't smoke either.
No. But Max, like you were obviously nervous before going to that because you were so fit when you got there. Was that like when you got to Brisbane to do that pre-season?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, I've said this before. Adam Reynolds is my favourite player of all time. Yeah. Just to have him at the Broncos, I was like, oh my god, like
Reynolds your favourite player of all
time. And I was like, let's go. But just like skill wise, like that was the biggest learning point I've ever had in my career. Of coming up against like Ezra Mams, Reece Walsh's, and Adam Reynolds, and going like, I'm way out of my depth here as a 5'8". Yeah. But I could always run, so I always tried out to. Like,
well, you stay in the contest, don't you? When you're fit,
you're staying there, yeah.
You know,
and it was after that point where I'm like, well, maybe I should just go in a couple more positions in the middle.
Yeah.
And maybe rely on my.
Because your dad started. We could come back to your dad, which we shouldn't, because you've got your own great career in front of you. But he started as a halfback and ended up at 9. You know, so you're just following the same. Did he give you much advice coming through? Like, I know there's some dads that like roast their kids, and I'm not that roaster. But did he give you some good advice coming through?
Yeah, he gave me great advice.
And not just you, all your brothers, you know?
Yeah. It's all, none of it's about footy. Like, really, it's all about, like, body language or looking buggered and, like, just like all those little things. A lot of it would be training, like, in between reps. It's like, just start practicing passing in between reps. Or just, like, little things just to kind of, I guess, tell your teammates and your coaches that, like, you know, you're actually committed to the team. Yeah, just training hard and all that sort of stuff. It was never, ever about footy or skills.
Just little tips outside of footy.
Or even when I'd get stuck in the crowds and stuff too, just like stuff like pull your head in, mate, like just little things like that, which has gone a long way, I think, for myself.
Yeah. And let's not leave your mum out of this either, Nikki. No. She's had a big influence on your career as well, hey? Yeah, and she's watched so much football as well, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's only just started to realise what's going on now. She's just taken a while for her to come around to it. Yeah. But no, she's great. She used to get us up at 6 every morning.
She would have been the ones getting you to training and all that as well.
Training at Little Athletics.
Like so she'd crack the whip in the morning.
She was way worse than Dad.
Right.
Yeah, way worse. She would run with us all the time. Me and my little brother would run all the time, every morning nearly.
How far?
Oh, at Wellington Point, that was probably a 6K loop.
Right.
We would just do the same thing all the time, and then Little Athletics.
On the time? Were you on the time? On the clock or what?
I was running on my own. I'd end up taking off in front of her. But I don't know. I didn't have a watch back then. I just started running.
Hey, Max, when you get to Brisbane, do you think with that pre-season, because you'd done it the hard way, that it looked like it meant to you? I remember when you first came in and you were introducing yourself to everybody. I reckon, and Bill was the same, and I think your Harry's going to be the same. They're a little bit more worldly. It just you've lived a life. You've had to work full time. You're not a professional athlete at that stage because you were juggling jobs and everything like that. Do you think that gave you a benefit when you get to Brisbane to do that pre-season?
Yeah, well, it just gives you a better perspective. Like, you know, it's like what we're doing is unreal. Like, it's the best job
full
ever.
time.
Yeah, and to get paid to do it is just like the best thing. So, I think coming from having to work.
So what were you doing work-wise? What were
working with Dad?
Right, building the pools.
Building pools.
Yeah,
being a little slave.
And Environ pools. What's
Environ pools? Yeah. Or eco pools now.
Eco pools.
Shout out to eco pools.
Yeah, because did you work on my pool? No, that was 2000. You weren't even born. No. 2000. Right, 2001. Plathy came around. And I thought
and he built your pool.
And still
the pool at your house.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's held together.
It's held together amazingly. It's been through a couple of filters and a couple of that's creepy crawlies.
Yeah, but, that's a yearly thing.
But that's an amazing job, and he's still doing it. So you worked that through the day, and then you went to training of a night when you were semi-professional.
Yeah. And then you used to
that's tough
container work too.
With, in the containers.
With Harrison Graham as well.
Yeah, right.
In the containers.
So you've unpacking the containers.
The cold storage, -2 degrees on cold chicken onto the
So
pallet.
you know what real life's about, don't you?
Kinda, I guess.
Great experience, mate.
That's what I reckon is the greatest thing, because when you get there, you've had to meet people. You know your life is a lot different to in a system at 17 and not protected, but you very much it's there. If you want to knuckle down, you can get it done. So that pre-season, Kev, talk to us about that. Like Max was there, and then you did your pre-season, and then all of a sudden, bang, the Dolphins come knocking. Is that how it worked? Is that how it went down?
Well, you probably got a better memory of it than me. But
it was
you did the pre-season.
You did the 7 weeks.
7 weeks, and he was outstanding.
Unbelievable. I remember that.
And then they didn't sign you after that. Didn't you go back and play a bit for Wynnum first?
I came back to Wynnum. Yeah. So I finished the next block of the pre-season at Wynnum.
Yeah.
And came and played lock.
Yeah.
Right, so you did a whole pre-season at the Broncos in the 6 jumper.
and then
I was playing a bit of centre and wing too.
That's right,
It was all over the shop.
Yeah. Well, that's good experience for you as well.
It's great. Yeah.
You know?
It's so good.
And so then when you go back to Wynnum, and then the Dolphins go bang.
We played. I had a little elbow niggle, and then came back round 3, played lock against Redcliffe, and had an alright game, and then literally
must have went pretty well.
Next week they gave me a 3-year deal. So
wow.
it just happened straight away.
So you're stoked about that, obviously.
I was stoked to get coached under Wayne and stuff. That was cool.
Yeah. But you're a huge Wynnum family. So how was it putting that other coloured jersey on?
We just managed to get Redcliffe hat. He's only just started wearing it since Shorty was playing.
I'm fascinated by that story in the sense, Kev, because I mean you can't give everybody. And you talk about who was there at the 6 and and who you had as your 13s and everything. Brisbane was stacked. But Wayne and the history with your dad and Wayne, like it's almost like
It's pretty unique, isn't it?
It's pretty unique that Wayne coached your dad, gave him his debut, and then he gives Max Plath his debut. So was there ever? Did your dad go out to see Wayne when you go out? Were you nervous or did you met Wayne? And
I can't remember meeting Wayne properly.
Yeah,
I would have come across him for sure. I think
you would have met him. He would have met him before.
But when I was young, I think.
Yeah.
But I remember Dad telling me like all the tricks he plays on you.
Yeah.
Like he acts not interested, but he's always watching all the time and like.
That's Wayne Poo.
Yeah, he's great. And so just like making sure you're rocking up to every training session ready to go because he's never not watching.
Yeah.
And all the games he plays, the way he talks to players and forgets people's names and whatnot. Like
deliberately does it. Like
I think
deliberately,
so.
yeah.
Who knows?
Well, I think he's got to be deliberately doing it because he wouldn't do that.
Mate, he's the master. He's the master of everything.
Yeah.
So you make your debut, your first grade debut. How many, like you sign... Like, it's quite an amazing story.
Yeah, was it the Warriors, your debut?
It was the Warriors,
Over there, wasn't it? Because I remember ringing your dad and...
I had an absolute shocker too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was... We had... Harrison was supposed to make his debut that week, and he tore his hamstring on the Wednesday. And I was just going for the trip. I was 18th man. And there was no other hooker in the team. I wasn't even a hooker at the time. Everyone was injured. Jeremy was out. I think Kurt Donahue was injured.
Yeah.
I was the only option we had. And so he's taken me over, and he called Dad, and they talked about it and whatnot, but... They started Jared Wallace at hooker.
Right. Stop it. That's a Wayne trade as well.
No, it is. Yeah. That's what Dad was telling me. They used to do, I think, Gigi.
Gigi. Don't do that, Wayne. No, Andrew Duke. You'll start at hooker.
Yeah, that's
Come on,
right.
mate.
Yeah. So they started J-Wall.
And 20 minutes in, I came on.
Yeah.
And I was all over the shop. Just like...
Well, how frantic is it? First up,
And the Warriors, like that 2023 Warriors, they were red hot.
Went to a prelim.
Big side, too. Big boys, hard to tackle.
And at Auckland there too, at the Go Media Stadium.
Ferocious.
They're insane. Yeah, their fans are insane. So that was a bit rattling. And then I didn't get picked again the next week after that game because I didn't have the greatest one. And
what happened? What happened? What'd you learn then? You must have learned something from the game.
I was probably just a bit like all over the shop.
Bit nervous. When did you find out you're actually playing? Was that
on the Wednesday?
On the Wednesday.
We flew on the Thursday. So it just happened.
And the game was on the Saturday?
I think so. Yeah.
Yep.
But I didn't get many reps at hooker. I was still training at 5'8" at Redcliffe.
Right.
And then, just all over the shop. My options were horrible. Not listening to players, getting sprayed from players.
That's a good learning experience because playing hooker is hard, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
You got to understand the amount of people barking, give me the ball now.
Yeah.
Had some pretty big alphas. You had some pretty big alphas in there as well in the sense that, Jesse Bromwich. Like there's some amazing footballers that probably you talk about alphas, like they are the top, and so as much as they were hard on you, they would want to have seen you. They want to see you. It's a very good club. They're not afterwards. They're like, mate, well done. But that would have been just scary as hell.
Scary. I think I sprayed my hands about 1,000 times that sticky spray. I didn't want to give any bad pills.
So, how'd you find it? A good experience, obviously.
It was great. I loved it.
Was it
awesome.
everything you sort of dreamed or a bit harder? Not as hard?
The speed of it was different.
Yeah.
It's always the speed, especially the Warriors. You know exactly where they're going. They're going straight down the middle.
Straight at you. Yeah.
And
just get the body in front.
Just getting in front and getting in the washing machine and kind of keeping with it. And then just the skill part, I just probably didn't match it that day. But, that was the learning experience I got out of that game. But, it was awesome. A huge stress reliever too, just to know that you got there.
Got a crack.
How old were you, mate? When you what were you? 23?
22.
22.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's Kev. We've talked about this a lot. I like a 22, 23-year-old making his debut rather than an 18. I know
18,
a lot of kids at 19.
Just got so much more life experience and skills.
You're just ready to go a little bit more.
I sometimes feel bad for those players that have to make their debut at 18 because it's not the finished product. Like if you gave them another 3 years, Imagine the impact they have, like making that.
Yeah.
Well, Galvin's a
prime.
prime example of what we're seeing, and I don't want to deviate that, but I watched it again last night with all the pressure that comes on Galvin. I mean, the kid's 19.
Yeah,
not even 20 yet.
Not even 20.
It's so
I mean,
hard.
you see him in 3 or 4 years.
Exactly right.
Playing 6, it's crazy.
Exactly right.
We want them to be superstars. And
Think of Harry Grant. He was 23 when he made his debut for the Tigers. He had to go on a loan deal from the Storm because he was never going to crack it.
Is that right?
He was 23, wasn't he?
Yeah.
22, 23.
Yeah, Munster was the same. Cameron Munster from the Storm. He played a lot of you came through the grades, didn't you? All the different
every
levels.
single game.
So
Yeah, every single
BRL
team.
into Queensland Cup into NRL, and it's such a good grounding, and you've obviously experienced it as well. And your career, once you got in there, just blossomed, and probably because of the work you'd done behind the scenes, all the way busting your ass through the grades, not first up, check, in you go.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
that's got to
exactly.
be better for your development.
No, it exactly is.
So Wayne leaves you out. And
The
then,
next week, yeah.
but then you get back in that side. And I reckon, the Dolphins we know he's your media manager. He gets carried away, the great Tradley. But he was, you had a really big game when you got back in there. It was like they couldn't leave you out then. Did you get that feeling that you were starting to cement your spot? They were trying to find ways not to, I'm not saying not have you in the side, but you were just forcing your way that you had to be there.
Yeah, we had, I felt like I had a great year for Cup. Like, just consistent. I was playing 5'8" and lock still. I was just floating in between. But
Benny Teo looking after you.
Benny Teo was great. And then we actually got knocked out against the Falcons, and we went on a Mad Monday, as you do, and go on a bit of a Larry. And then it was Tuesday. They picked the team for the Warriors last game of the year, so I kind of had to get myself back together for that one. And coming off the bench and played lock in the middle. And it was that kind of felt like I had that self-belief after that game that
You belong there.
at least as I can actually hold myself as a genuine middle, you know what I mean? And add my game into that sort of team. So it was that preseason I kind of had that confidence to go into it with.
What about the battles against Brisbane, mate, in 24?
Oh, they're the greatest.
Yeah.
How good are they?
There is a rivalry there, isn't there?
Yeah. Especially, I think you started it, Kev, calling us Redcliffe instead of Brisbane. But
I was under instruction.
Yeah, of course you were. It
was great.
Was that spoken about in the camp, was it?
No, we didn't speak about it at all.
No.
But you know what, Max, we've got to say this. Let's just they are Redcliffe. I know you call yourself the Dolphins.
They're the Dolphins, mate.
But, mate, they wear
We're the Moreton Bay Council. We're not, we're not Brisbane.
Yeah, they're not Brisbane. They're Redcliffe.
Yeah.
And I mean, the DNA. Do you feel... to me, it seems like, and Kev, you might, looking in afar, it seems like a proper footy club. It reminds me a lot of what the early Broncos are, and your dad would probably give you more insight. It's a footy club first, whereas I'm nothing against the Broncos. It's a bloody global organisation now, a big brand, massive brand, and mate, gonna have success. We love them, but the Dolphins to me feels like a footy club. Like it could be plonked anywhere. And it has the same sort of characters and everything.
Yeah.
Is that what it's like from within?
I think Wayne nailed it. Like with they got Jesse, Kenny, Felice, and Mark with the first 4.
Yeah.
And that's your chance to make the culture exactly like those players are. So I think they nailed it. You know what I mean? Jesse was huge for the club. Kenny and Mark are leaving now. We still have Felice, but I think they've just nailed the culture as just a hard-working group. Kind of represent the Redcliffe area pretty good, a pretty hard-working area. So
it is a hard-working. That's their DNA.
Yeah,
Redcliffe.
Yeah. You love it up there, mate?
I do. It's a bit quiet. But
You live up there?
I do live up there now. Yeah.
Okay.
Moved in about a year ago.
Was that hard? You probably dreamt of being a Bronco. If I'm honest, growing up, you probably dreamt of being a Bronco.
No,
and so when you get your opportunity, and it's not with the Bronx, but it's with the Dolphins. You're never leaving the Dolphins. They're never letting Max Plath leave the Dolphins.
No, you never say never, mate.
Well, I can tell you, the Dolphins, they're like, mate, he's a Dolphin for life. But that you want to be a one club player. That's where you want to be. You build your career.
Yeah. No, I love the area, and it's crazy how much has changed over the last 2 years or 3 years since it started. The whole area is just going insane. They love their footy team so much. Every house has a Redcliffe flag on it. It's
really,
It's so tribal, that sort of area. So it's awesome. I love the town, and all the people just get around us. They all know us as footy players, and they just love it.
What about 24? You had a great year, didn't you? You won the Arthur Beetson medal for the Dolphins Player of the Year.
Yeah.
How good was that?
It was a crazy year. It was the last thing I was expecting to happen. Like from the year before, playing 2 games, then going into that. With Tom Gilbert going down, that was just kind of opened that window up for me. And then same things happened with Kurt Donahue with me as well. So it was a great year. It was awesome. It was awesome. We didn't make the finals. We missed by 1 game against the Knights, but I learnt so much that year. Like the weekly grind of rugby league and the NRL is just insane. Like traveling, getting your body up, even your mental up every single week is just, it's full on. Especially if you're playing 80 minutes in the middle every single week, it's a lot.
You play above your weight, like you did to do, and they targeted you early, and then at their own peril. Then, like, where, like your dad was the same, and I know we shouldn't be compared, but your dad played the same. Like he was as tough as nails. The tackle techniques, everything. Is there times when you're within the middle of going, mate, we're up against the dog side today, or we're coming up against a Melbourne side that's got these bloody lunatics, Nelson and all these guys coming at you, and you go, how? Like I could have been a nice 6 or I'm a 9, I'm a 13. I'm not
targeted.
Yeah, but 13 and 9. I'm like, how have I ended up
Tell
here?
me about it. Yeah, I know. No, well, you got to pick your mark with those sort of players, don't you? Nelson, you got to get up from marker.
Yeah,
into his legs.
You got to get into his
up
legs
high.
early. You got to try and do that to Payne too, but good luck. He's pretty hard to get down. And then you just got to pick your mark with every single type of player and actually come in with a game plan how you're going to do it. Players are so good now with offloads too. If you go low,
they just offload.
They offload every time. They're so good at it. So you got to try and either rush them, or try and get a couple of bodies.
Do you have a plan because of that? Like, I mean, do you plan yourself? Right. Okay, I'm coming up against Payne. This is the only way we can stop him. And like everybody's got different.
You call it out on the field, like when he's taking the run, you're like, this is the tackle. This is Payne here, like. Yeah. And you go markers shooting, or you need your A rushing up hard, or it's what you do. You plan for those sort of players, and Payne's definitely one of them. Like you got to get at him.
So after 24, where does Max Plath? Is it 9 or 13? Where does Max Plath? Where's the
played back row at the start of the year too.
Yeah, you're on the edge. You're on the edge.
How did you find that? Like that
was good.
Where's the hardest place from a mental point of view to defend? Is it in the middle, on an edge? Have you played any
halves? Halves would be the hardest.
At the 3 in.
I've never played in the outside backs. I've never had to do that, but 3 in's the hardest.
Yeah, because you've got to make a lot of decisions, haven't you?
Yeah, you're
thinking all the time.
Yeah, exactly right.
What are these bastards doing here? What's Walsh doing here? Where's he going?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And every single team's different. You know what I mean? Are they running a double shape on me, or are they running like we call it fin plus, like a drop with a lead, or every single player's different. So you got to read it. And so like, Izzy and Cody are getting really good at it now. I know Izzy's working on that a lot, but credit to him, it's bloody hard. Like as a 3 in, and as a 4 in, you're also relying on your middle. So as a 4 in, when I was learning to play there, I've realised how important it is as a middle now to help you 4 in, just to relieve that pressure off them by working hard from the inside. So it all kind of
ties in, doesn't it?
It all helps.
So it's all little pods that they're it's not just you out there on your own, and that's when that starts happening, that's when you get into trouble. And as long as you keep defending as a team. So you find it harder at 3 in defending. What about with the attack? Where do you like attacking the most?
It's easy in the middle.
In the middle,
you get to ball play, you get hands on the footy all the time. You can run if it's a quick play the ball, or you can just pin down the B, or you know what I mean? Like you're playing as an extra half really if you're ball playing lock.
Yeah.
And you're licking your lips every time because you're coming at you're tired forwards a lot of the time, and you're connecting, and you're just in the game. You have no option but to be in the game all the time.
You've got a nice little show and go.
It certainly helps though that you played your whole career as fullback or 6 growing up. That then you can convert. Like not everybody can do it, but then you play a ball playing 13. Your skill set is there from growing up like that. Yeah. I mean, you put me at 13, it's under the wing and go because I can't pass.
No, Dobbo!
But you know what I'm saying? Like it actually helps that when you're you were born a back. So
it does.
That's like exactly like it's an extra 6, extra 7, and if there's injuries, they know full well. Like you are Mr. Versatility now. You can go 7, 6, 9, 13.
I wouldn't go 7 or 6. I don't think.
Yeah, I think
if there's an
injury, they'd put you there.
If there was no one left,
it's unlikely you're going to start there. But in the game, if a 6 or 7 goes down, you've got
100%.
Yeah. So a player like yourself, Max, he's so valuable to a club now. Probably undervalued, really. on your versatility, where you can play, you could stick you on the wing, and I reckon you'd do a job there.
I don't know.
For a few minutes.
Yeah.
Hey,
You know,
talk
what do you like under the high ball? Do you practice the high ball?
Unreal, yeah.
What
He used to be a fullback. I used to be a
Yeah, he'd
fullback.
be
Yeah,
right.
okay.
Mate, he'd be right. He's so understated, this bloke. Can you talk about a character in your side, the Hammer? Like, I mean, he's such an enigma. We saw him this year, but like even like every time he can burn people without. He looks like
He's a freak, isn't he?
Yeah, it looks like to me that he's not even trying. Half pace, and then bang, it's on, and he just does it so easily.
I know, he turns it on. Any opportunity you get, like any half opportunity line break, you just know he's going to be there every single time. He's probably, I think he's the best supporting player in the competition by far. Like,
That's valid.
He's so good. Like he's always there, and even his ball playing is getting really good too. But you just as soon as you have half a chance, like if Herbie breaks a player, like or breaks a tackle, whatever happens, and you know Hammer's going to be there, and it just makes you. It's easy points because he's always there. If you get half a tackle break, so mate, he's invaluable.
Is he a fullback or a centre with Trey? Like this is the hard thing, mate.
I know.
Like I look now and
Don't
go.
put that on Max.
No, but I'm just saying.
I'm not the coach.
Yeah.
I know Wolfie's got some tough decisions.
Mate,
to make.
there is like
Very tough decisions.
Like Trey Fuller's, he's an out and out baller as well. Like it's crazy.
He's great. Trey's awesome.
Did you play with him at cup level?
Yeah, and against him.
Yeah.
At Wynnum.
Yeah.
He must be hard to tackle.
Oh,
eh?
he's impossible.
Yeah.
He's impossible. He's
He
strong
just
too.
bounces out of tackles, doesn't he?
T.A. said when we had Max Plath and Trey Fuller, we were a chance of winning. He said, mate, that was it. Like at cup level, you two just absolutely.
He's awesome.
Yeah,
mate.
killed it.
Yeah, you mentioned those senior players. What'd you learn? What'd you learn from those senior Dolphins players?
It's like Jesse was huge. I think he's been the biggest one for all us younger boys. And his brother Kenny. They don't need to say anything, you know what I mean? Like they just go out and just
good
lead
trainers.
by charge. Great trainers, train every single session.
They train hard, they play
Don't
hard.
miss games, like they push through injuries. And they're just so honest. Like, and Flaggy's actually good like that too. Flaggy's a lot like that. He's an honest fella. But yeah, Jesse's awesome.
Flaggy's a disruptor at training. He belts people.
Oh, he loves it, mate. But that's how you got to
He's great.
train.
We need him. Yeah. No, we've been missing him. We're missing a player like that.
Is he a chance of coming back next year?
I think so, yeah.
Because you missed some players this year with injury, didn't they?
Heaps.
Poor old
You think about what this forward pack like. Fit. Try and find Kurt Donahue in the starting pack when I give you these
Well, roll
names.
it out. Come on.
Daniel Saifidi, Jeremy Marshall-King, Tom Flegler, Tom Gilbert, Conley Lemuelu, Finny Fuiaki, Max Plath,
Morgan Knowles will be
Morgan Knowles, Kurt Donahue,
Ray
Morgan
Stone.
Knowles is coming too.
Ray Stone. You tell me, I just go, holy
I'm
hell.
going to be flat out trying to make the team.
Oh, whatever.
But it's great. That's what you want.
Yeah, you want competition.
I look at the disappointment of last year when you should have made the 8. You should have made the 8 last year when you got beaten. And this year, by far your best season, if all you guys don't go down this year, and it was just, mate, continually, and the fact that you even got to...
Well, they had a poor start because of that cyclone.
Was that really that tough?
It was pretty hard.
Well, they missed. There's two.
Hang
two
on,
players. Hey,
mate.
It was...
They had to get on a plane and go to Sydney. Come on.
Then we come back and a whole Redcliffe was out of power. So we were there home for 2 days. Had to get straight back down to Newcastle because we needed power and a place to train. And then we couldn't get home we couldn't get home the first time.
We had to
Toowoomba.
Toowoomba to get
I
the
was
bus.
on the plane and
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
I abandoned ship too because I didn't know when you were getting home.
To be fair, I didn't find it as an excuse. I don't think like.
No,
it
it's not an
really
excuse,
is.
but it's a disruption.
It is
mate.
disruption, but
Mate,
we
should
should've
have beaten
we should've won
South. Should have beaten
We should've
South.
won that game. I
And
felt
you
like we
and you know
should've
what?
won that.
And your worst performance of the year was this round 2 against Newcastle, without a doubt.
Shocker.
Shocking. But you should have beaten
What happened in
South.
that game?
We
Refresh
got
me.
absolutely blown apart.
They got pumped.
Their
Right.
back five just blew us apart. Marzio
Let's just talk about this
Oh,
quickly, and we'll talk about. They should have beaten South at bloody Golden Point over in Perth as well. That's another disaster.
Yeah.
That. Look, those two. You were so close this year. I thought you guys could have, and I mean this seriously. Any team that you played when you're on, you don't fear. You can put points on any team, and I thought that they should have made the 8. It was probably a. I know Wolfie's like, well, it's a missed opportunity, but we're also growing. I think within you guys are like, you know what, we could have really done something
for
this
sure.
year.
I think even with the players out, the boys were still good enough to be in that top 8. I think, and that was the most disappointing part with the back end of the year. And with all our middles going out too, I think our back 5 were unreal. Like they
Huge.
just went to another level. I feel like in terms of like meters and.
Well, Herbie's he's a good contributor there.
huge,
Jermaine's always good.
Yeah, Nafahu. And, mate, then you got Selly going there.
Yep, great inclusion.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
just
the
look at
Dolphins got a good.
Mate, they've got a
good hand,
huge
good
side.
grip, I
Like,
think.
you know, like there's a lot of players there. The biggest thing I probably would talk about, and you'd know this now, and you can see it within, is your depth in your 16, 17, 18-year-olds,
Yes.
Max. Like, they've been unbelievable.
Yeah, exactly.
Kurt Richards has done a phenomenal job in.
Yeah, Richo's great.
Yeah, so he's bringing a lot of guys there.
And that's the thing with a new club. You don't have a pathways yet. You know what I mean? And so I find front rowers take a while to develop into a natural first grade front rower. And that's probably something we've been lacking, and we don't have that pathway yet of, front rowers coming through. And so it takes a while for a club to actually get their roots grounded and get players coming through and competing. And I feel like we're just starting to get to that stage now. You know what I mean?
They're coming like a freight train.
Yeah.
Righto, just talk to us about how do you, because you've done your knee and you've had knee problems before. Injuries, how do you get your head around making that a bit easier for a player? So this is for all
For
the kids
everyone.
out there listening,
Yeah.
because you've been through a bit as a young player.
No, it's
Setbacks.
hard. Yeah. I'm sure you've had your setbacks in your career too. It's can get pretty lonely sometimes. A part you kind of immediately take it.
So
away
what do you
from
do there? Do
playing
you reach out to a mate or your parents or your
well,
brother or
you
sibling?
Just keep yourself busy and make sure you're still training and pushing the needle forward in some sort of area. But there's no beating around the bush. It's still hard.
Well, you're going through it now, aren't
It's
you?
bloody hard, yeah.
What's the worst part of doing your knee? Is it the start? Is it the middle? Is it the finish?
The start. Yeah. I'm glad I had that month off because you're so inflamed when you first hurt it. And you get into surgery straight. I got into surgery my first knee straight away, and it was so sore. Could not do anything. Like couldn't function at all. It was so sore for weeks and weeks. But this time around, I had a month off, and I was moving straight away 2 weeks post-op, and like just walking and ready to go again. So that makes a big difference. Even just going for a walk is just it's
like,
huge.
yeah.
When you can't run or anything, it's just doing something.
Yeah.
But I guess it's a good time to reflect too. You kind of have that that stress relief, that pressure valve go off because you're not competing every week, and you kind of just get a moment to relax. But it's a good time to reflect on
And be a bit grateful.
Yeah, exactly for doing what you're doing. And
So do you think you'll be right for round one?
No, round one is not. It'll probably be round 3 to 5.
Yeah, that's where you are. So for yourself, like you go, right, okay. You talk about reflecting. We probably don't give enough credit to what Flegg's been through. And like now you Flegg has had a year and a half of being where you are now and holding on to hope. And the worst thing is that
it's a bit different. Sorry for butting in, Dobbo. He knows he's coming back.
yeah, Flegg didn't know he
That's a
didn't
hard thing to be in.
just talk about did blokes like him and yourself and even Tommy Gilbert's had a wretched run
Gilbert's
with
had a shocker
yeah,
too.
you're like
No.
do you all guys hang together when you're in that rehab group? Is that how it works? Like
Yeah, we have it starting 13 in the rehab group at the moment. We've got Herbie, Fleggy, Gilbert, Sia Feedy, Jack Bostock, myself.
yeah, unreal.
Connolly.
Yeah.
We've got a huge crew in that at the moment. But it's good that we have that. If I was by myself, it'd be the worst thing ever with 3 trainers bloody barking you the whole time. But
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine what Fleggy would be like, the stuff he's had to go through with that so far. And he's just turned a corner now where he's starting to wrestle and he's been cleared to get into contact, which is a huge point for him
Massive.
too. So as soon as he gets that confidence to tackle and actually be in collisions and stuff, I think that's where you'll see him probably just progress really quickly.
Yeah.
How hard is it for you that you do your knee, you don't get a break? Like you like everybody else, and not saying this, and I'll get to rep football in a minute, but most young blokes now at the finish, they get 2 or 3 weeks where you go to America, you go, whereas all you're determined is you've got to get back for next year.
I'm
So
still training, yeah.
so you're not going to have an off. You're not going to have that break because of the injury. You almost go through 2 full seasons without actually a holiday. So how do you? I mean, you're a professional athlete, comprehend that in your time, but also, I suppose, give yourself a little bit of like, mate, I'm going to go and play golf. I don't know what you can do to because you have to have a release.
Yeah. I don't find it that bad. I'll try. I'd be training anyway. You know what I mean? Like I'll just train year round anyway. But it's more just your weekends are free now. You can do whatever you want. You can go see mates or go down to Sydney or do something. I'm fine with that. Like if I'm still gonna have a little break after October 3rd.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm not having.
What's a little break, like a week or two or
2.5?
2.5.
Yeah.
You going away?
Going to Bali.
Bali.
cool.
Not going
Oh,
too crazy.
Koh Samui.
Yeah, mate, what could go wrong? What could go wrong?
Me and Geordie Plath going to Bali.
Oh,
really?
no.
Two of us.
It's just
Wow.
you and your brother.
Oh, we're going to catch up with Jack Bostock over there too. But
So Jack's over there too.
he will be, yeah.
Well, everyone loves going to Bali. What's the go with
cheap,
Bali?
mate.
Fins, mate. Fins
Beach Club,
Yeah,
that's right.
Fins Beach Club. That's where they go,
Canggu.
mate.
So where are you going in Bali? Whereabouts?
Uluwatu at the start. And
Do
then
you surf or you can't
I
with your
can't,
knee?
no, I do surf,
You
but
do surf?
I'm not surfing at the moment, obviously. But then going to Canggu, so Fins will be on the
Fins
cards
will
at
be-
some stage.
yeah.
But nah, well, I'll be training too. I'll be signing up to a gym or something. I'm going to try and
Yeah, you
do
gotta
as much as
stay
I can,
fit.
you know
Is
what I
there a
mean?
gym
Like,
over there? Like,
in
is that-
Uluwatu, that's especially. There's heaps of good gyms there.
so what? I've never asked you. Like when you're on that, like, what do you just punish yourself for a couple of hours and then punish yourself for a couple of hours? Is that how it works?
no,
like,
that's not
you know,
how it
like,
works.
is just trying to get a balance
You
on a
got to earn the
holiday?
beers, don't you?
Yeah, is that how you do it?
Yeah,
Yeah, but like
it's all
they
good
flog
fun, mate.
themselves training,
Yeah,
and
but he
then
loves training, mate. He loves training.
who loves training?
He loves training, mate. He wakes up. He's one of these blokes that bounce. Oh, I got to do 6 100s and 12 50s.
You love training?
I'm not that
and
much of a
5K.
sicko, but I do
No,
like
you are a
training.
sicko, mate. He's come in, big smile on his face. He's about to run a marathon. He's got
Oh
a
my
big smile
God.
on his face.
Oh.
And
So-
wrestling and all that shit that they do.
Yeah.
What's success for the Dolphins look like? Is there the talk with it? Because I've started talking. Like you look at that roster next year, and I'm not putting it. It's a top 4 roster. I know a lot of teams say it. The Dolphins are set to succeed. You guys have done the DNA. Does that talk within the playing group? And I'm not like you guys know that. Hey, if we can get this right, we can beat anybody.
Yeah, I always refer back to the rugby league gods that they just humble you too. The moment you think you're good, you know what I mean? Like there's no.
They do humble you.
Yeah, they do humble you. There's no. I feel like every year's a reset. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because the form from last year doesn't mean
It's going to be this
Well,
year.
you take the Broncos too. Like the Broncos go from 8th
Yeah.
to making the grand final with Kevin and stuff happening after that. So it's just like every year is different, because injuries happen and stuff.
Sure.
But also form as well and how you guys are training and stuff that can happen throughout the season. So it's. You really I know what you're saying. I believe because I think that too. But you have to be so honest with yourself, and you can't just get too far ahead of yourself because it's a long season. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's grounded. What about the mental the mental side? Like, this is important too for all those young kids out there and women as well. Your mindset. You're very calm on the field. Like you don't seem to get rattled too much, do you?
no, I don't think so. I try not
Yeah.
to.
So is that something you train for, or it's just naturally a part of?
No. I used to get rattled all the time. I could not handle game days. You'd
Right.
be so stressed out. I'd be like Alfie, I think, vomiting before the game.
Right.
Yeah.
So have you got a match day routine now on match day? What
Yeah,
you
I
do?
just try not to think about it at all
Right.
until warming up.
And do you eat certain foods and all that sort of stuff?
try to
Or
eat
do-
well. Just eat your good foods, your fruits and whatnot. But
Yeah.
You're not eating KFC before
no,
a game.
no, maybe after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Little treat.
yeah, that's right.
There you go.
What everybody's talking about you, Max, and this is honest. And like you've been brought up in Queensland conversations. Like you're proud Queensland. Like
Well, you're
you're
part of the squad there, weren't you?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so that's got to be a goal.
I wasn't actually part. I was in the initial start of the year. We had like a dinner sort of
Dinner
thing.
thing,
I
but
was,
yeah.
Well, that's all. I've been there.
But, mate,
that's part of it,
surely
mate.
you-
You're in the view. Of,
Yeah.
of
Max
people that
Plath
matter.
has to be. It has to be in your DNA that you want to represent your state. Like now, like I mean, you're good enough. Like I think if you're healthy this year, you're a big chance. I think you're being talked about. Is that the goal for Max Plath?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Is that one of them?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's huge to play Queensland. No, it would be the first time I ever played for Queensland ever. So
Reps, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be unreal to get that chance. But
Oh, it happens. It happened to who was it? Was it Shane Webke? Never played for
Never
Queensland.
played.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
never played for Queensland until
Wow.
he played
Till
for
Origin.
Origin.
wow.
Yeah.
There's been a few players over the time, so keep
Keep
your goals high, mate.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
right.
like
Definitely.
Is that it? Like like obviously win a prep comp. Dolphins, everybody wants to win a comp, but for yourself, you have to want to play for Queensland
Yeah.
and then rep honours.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like one of my dreams is to play for Australia too. So like it's that's the stepping stone, you know, Origin and that's how it used to be, I guess. But
Yeah.
It still is, mate.
It still is, yeah.
There's a
Origin
pathway.
Origin and then Australia, but you know, at the end of the day, it all comes down to how good your team's going. If you're coming last, you know what I mean, they're not picking you. So you also got to, at Clubland, be playing in a good team and winning games. So it all kind of just flows on from there, you know what I mean?
Tell me the difference between Wolfie and Wayne. Two different, I know
different.
they're very different
Yeah.
coaches, but similar personalities in some areas.
Similar
but
values, I reckon.
Yeah.
But very different in a lot of ways. Like Wayne didn't like video, but he would always get you up for the big games. Like very emotional, sort of playing the heartstrings. But Wolfie's very like we're doing a lot of video, we're doing a lot of detail. And but they still both rely on the backbone of everything's effort based, everything's hard work and calling people out based on like not doing those sort of things.
they're both honest. I think they'd have
Very
honest
honest.
conversations in the group, wouldn't they? Like,
Yeah.
like Wayne used to spray. Kevie's talked about Wayne. He didn't mind spraying somebody in a group.
No, well, rare, but picked his time.
Yeah.
Picked his fights really smartly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I haven't had much to do with Christian. I'd imagine, and obviously a lot to do with Wayne. They both seem to be very good with their people skills, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is
yeah.
really important as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Wolfie's got a lot of time for everyone. So it's you know exactly where you're at with him. Like he's gonna be telling you exactly how he wants you to play and where he sees you in the squad.
Yeah.
Which is great. I appreciate that.
You must be excited for next year. We've already spoken about it, but get back playing first up.
Yeah.
So you, round 3, you reckon? Round 3
Well,
to
I've got
5?
to play Cup first. I've already been told I've got to go through Cup.
Which is fine. That's
No,
fine,
yeah,
mate.
that's what every
Yep.
person has to do, I guess. So, got to play 2 or 3 games, Cup, restricted minutes, and try
See
and
where you're
force
at.
my way back into the team. 'Cause,
You'll be
we've
right,
got
mate.
Got
You'll
some
be
good
right.
players, which is
Is that
great.
it? Like that's how much the detail's gone. Saying, mate, you won't be coming straight back in here. You have to go to play Cup.
Yeah, and that's Jack Bossock has to do the same thing. But,
Yeah, is he due about the same time, Jack?
yeah, about a month apart.
What about these famous recipes of his? Have you tasted
know.
his food?
Yeah, I'll go over and
Do you? Is
he
yeah,
good
try
cook?
it.
Right, well,
Yeah, he is. He
we
is. My
need to
little
get him
brother
on the
lives with him.
podcast.
You
A
should.
little cooking. We'll get a little
can do it,
stove
yeah.
in here.
You got enough.
What, mate, why does he wear no shirt when he cooks? What's that
You had a rig like that.
No,
Come
but
on,
like,
Dobbo.
seriously. No, I'm being
You
honest.
know
Like,
exactly what he's trying to do.
it's game well followers. So that group, it feels like when you go to Melbourne guys talk about we're all together, and when you look at the Sydney guys, they probably don't, but North Queensland's a bit the same. Even though you're in Brisbane, the Redcliffe group, because most of you have moved out there, it's like Hammer talks about his fishing, and you guys are very much, some play golf together. It's all, everybody's out there. It makes it. Is it? Do you feel like that? Like it's
We're
a
all
bit
in
of us
Redcliffe.
again, them. Like
Yeah.
like you're all a little community out there.
Yeah, I think Herbie's like one of the only players that live in Brisbane. Everyone else is out there.
He's got the mansion, hasn't he?
He's got
Herb?
the mansion. Yeah.
He's
got
not
the
shifted.
palace.
He's not shifted from
The
there.
Palace in Hendro, yeah.
Yeah.
But everyone just lives, in Redcliffe, or they live in Burpengary, like on a property, or like we're all up there.
Yeah.
So we're all right next to each other, which is great because, we can all go home together.
Was that hard?
Yeah,
Was that hard to shift out there? Knowing I know you moved out there, but was that a bit like weird because you've
It
been
was.
there? Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah.
Especially just moving 40 minutes up the road. Like, I feel like I could just keep living at Mum's house. But in a lot of ways, Redcliffe is like Wynnum. So many ways. Like, little town by the bay. And
Yeah.
they might, I think Wynnum's probably a little bit more developed than Redcliffe at the moment. But it's so similar. So it didn't take me long to kind of feel at home there.
When you think of the property values of Wynnum and Redcliffe compared to some of the Sydney,
Mate.
Oh, it's
yeah,
insane.
it's insane. Like what
Sydney
you buying,
waterfront.
yeah,
it's crazy,
Yeah,
mate.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the gift. Like you get in there,
Exactly right.
you buy your house, and when I know like Jesse Bromwich is out the back, he's got acreage. He's out near Burpengary. There's a few of
He's
them.
doing
out there.
carpentry, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he's
Yeah.
doing a bit of that. Yeah,
Yeah. They just named the Player of the Year award after Jesse too.
Oh, did they?
It's a big one, isn't it?
that's
Okay.
massive.
Yeah, players player.
And
players player.
Herbie won it this year, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
No,
Got the Arthur beats
he
it.
looked gorgeous at the ball, didn't he? Do you see Herbie at the ball?
No,
he
I'm
looked
not going
gorgeous,
down
mate.
Herbie's ritual, mate. Like I'm seriously.
Righto, let's get. We're covered enough for you,
Yeah.
haven't we?
Yeah, bloody
right.
oath.
So your goals next year: get back playing firstly.
Yep.
Into you want to play finals.
Yeah, absolutely.
Want to win a grand final.
Yep.
You want to play for Queensland. You want
Yep.
to play for Australia.
I love that. I
Write 'em
love
down-
that.
Write
Yeah.
them down on the wall, son. Get them.
Written
Your
down.
dad, I'm sure, and your mum have got plenty of advice for you, so
Yeah.
you don't need me telling you what to do. What about off field? What's happening in your life outside of footy? What keeps you busy and
I'm about to
entertained?
graduate with a bachelor in business in the next couple of months.
Oh, cool.
Been plugging that along since I finished school, which has taken me about 5 years, but gotten there.
So how'd you get? Were you a good student at school?
Oh, I'd always try hard.
Iona College, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Is that where you
Iona
went?
College, all boys school there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Iona College, all right. Always tried hard. Dad would always get angry at us for getting like bad
Oh, hang on a
cards,
minute,
like
hang on.
for effort.
Hang on, little Johnny.
He didn't care
You're
about
back in
what
your
the-
box,
Yeah,
mate.
that's right.
It was
I
all
remember
effort.
you at school.
I'd be getting C's in the actual report, but then I'd be getting A's in the effort area, so that's all he cared about.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just kind of tried hard, I guess.
Hey, that's
and-
awesome. You got a degree. Like it's
Yeah,
that's-
nearly, yeah.
So what like you play football? What you think about? Hey, get into the pool business or get like
Nah,
is there
definitely not the pool business. Definitely not the pool business.
what would you do?
It's hard work.
What
I
does
don't
Max
know.
play?
He doesn't know. He's
No, no.
24, 23 years
I
old.
do work experience down the road from me at North Harbour. They're a main
Yep.
sponsor of us,
Yep.
which is good. Their development crew,
And so
which is good. I do that with Tommy Gilbert.
you guys go and do a little bit of work experience with
Yeah,
them.
once a week we go in there. Yeah, which is good.
I love that.
And what do you actually tell us? What you actually do? You go in there. Do you do anything?
I don't do anything.
No.
No, we just do like it's a bit nerdy, like feasibility studies and
Yeah, that's
all
cool.
the boring stuff you do on that. But
Mate,
and
it's,
call people up and that. I'm the person that has to call everyone up. But
Well,
that's great,
a
mate.
good
That's
life
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
great.
great thing
No, it's
because,
great.
mate, those
Yeah.
developments. That's where with the business, that's where it's going to be at. And like
Yeah.
those guys have been huge sponsors. They sponsor the coach. They're massive sponsors of the Dolphins.
Yeah, no,
Like,
they
and
love it. Yeah,
they're
they're
right
great.
into their footy, and
They're
they
a
want,
great crew.
and they'd
Yeah.
love the fact that there's.
They
couple
call
of-
us they call us SeaWorld because we're like, bro, like injured dolphins. So they come in. SeaWorld's coming in today.
That's pretty cool.
I like that.
What? So if there's no footy in your life, right? What would you
Yeah.
be doing? You reckon?
Oh, that's a hard one, eh? I'd actually.
Would you be with Dad on the pools or
Nah,
not?
wouldn't be
No?
with Dad on the pools. No, I'd be
Well, you got a business degree, so
Yeah.
you'd be doing something business.
I'd be doing something. I like the property industry. Like
Yeah.
I'm interested in that. So yeah, I'm not too sure. Something to do in that sort of area. I'm still figuring that out.
Yeah.
Play golf.
I do, but not well. I'm actually going to go to the driving range today. We were talking about that. But,
Yeah.
can
You're right to play with your knee?
Can finally twist,
You're-
know.
but,
So
the physio
Is there
know
a
you're
good
playing
golfing?
golf.
There's a good
No,
golfing
no,
Better
crew
cut
out there.
that out,
Yeah.
Darce. Cut.
just one
Cut.
leg.
There's a
One
good
leg.
golfing crew out there,
Go
isn't there?
putt.
Who's
There
the
is.
best? Izzy?
Jermaine and Izzy are both really good.
Yeah.
yeah. I think Jermaine. I don't know. I haven't played with them in ages. I try to stay away from them
Because they're so
They
competitive.
just take your money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Izzy's great. I think Izzy's gotten really good like recently. But yeah, they all love it. Avo's a good golfer. Felice thinks he's a good golfer.
Yeah.
Felice.
Yeah.
He likes to play it
His
though, mate.
character, yeah, he's so good. But yeah, they all love their golf. They all love it.
Beautiful. Righto, couple of the game, mate. You got
Yeah, I'm right.
right. What advice would you give to young players out there? Like you've come through the tough pathway, so those that aren't so fortunate and get these contracts thrown in front of them, what sort of advice would you give to those sort of boys and girls that are coming through that want to make the NRL but just haven't been given the right opportunity as yet?
Yeah, it's probably cliche, but you really just have to keep going. Hey, like we're kind of joking about it before, but you're gonna you get better the more you play, and if you just keep going, like you're gonna keep improving. You just got to be honest and kind of hold in there. Like
Yeah, a lot of self-belief as well.
a lot of self belief. But you learn all your lessons from playing and kind of putting yourself through the fire. But for me, I had to realize what my skills were, my strengths, and kind of go, okay, well, I'm better in the middle because that suits my style a bit more. But for a while, all I wanted to be was a halfback for the Broncos. So it's just like you just have to figure it out. But yeah, for the young kids out there, like it's all about. I think your backbone has to be fitness and
Hard work, hey?
hard work and strength, and that'll take you way further.
So
than
you like the
being
gym? You
skillful.
like getting into the weights and all that? You're looking pretty good, Nick, for someone who's had their knee.
I'm a
Do
bit
you like
sloppy at the
doing?
moment.
No, serious. Do you like lifting all the, like squatting and
I'm not a
benching
huge
and-
fan of it, but I understand that's what you go. I'd rather go for a run than squat 200.
Right.
But it's a part of the game, but isn't it? Like you
Yeah.
got to be strong. You got to be strong. You got to be fit and fast. So it's like you got to just even if you don't like it, you just got to do it anyway because that's if you want to get somewhere. That's what you
Yeah.
got to do. But
That's a grind.
yeah, it's the grind of it all. But it's good fun. Training is the best thing ever. I love it. Especially with the team. It's the best thing ever. That's what I miss the most. Like game days are great and getting built up and the relief after the game, but like week in, week out training is the best thing. Like playing and joking around with your mates, which you kind of miss.
I love that stuff.
But yeah.
Righto. Well, Maxie Plath, thanks
Le-
for coming on the show,
legend, mate.
Legend.
Legend, brother.
Appreciate
Second
it a lot.
Dolphin on the show. We're after more.
Yeah.
Jack,
Yeah, we'll get Jack
We'll
on.
put a cooking
it's
show
Fins up next year. I can I say this? I know we but there's going to be some real joy for the Fins next year.
Yeah.
Mark my word.
Well, they put together a great roster and got a great coaching staff, so there's no reason why they. And if you look at Redcliffe, the Redcliffe club before the
Proud.
Dolphins came in, so successful.
Unbelievable.
In the
They're a
Queensland
footy
Cup.
club.
I think
Yeah.
they've won more
They're a footy
premierships than anybody else, haven't they?
Well,
They're not in the
heaps.
grand final this week. I'm going up to
No.
the grand final. I'm calling that one on Fox. You going
They
to the
won.
game?
Yeah, I'll go there. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go that one. They won the BRL.
They won the
Redcliffe,
BRL,
yeah.
do they?
Yep,
Okay.
which is
Right,
good.
well, there you go. They
Another
just
flag.
continually win
Yeah.
premierships.
Prelim. Yeah, they're a very good club.
So we'll see them in the
Yeah.
finals next year, the Dolphins. Get on board.
Lock in a top 8. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to pull it now. I'm going to say that now.
Righto, Maxie, you don't go home empty-handed. What have
Is
we
that
got
right?
for him, Dobbo?
Well-
Ladbroke's hat.
No, we don't give him a label. We are going to send him a different hat. He's going to get a
Oh,
different
that's right.
hat.
We got the hat. You like wearing hats?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's going to
Yeah.
get a different
No,
hat.
and we might even send you an inside ball shirt
that'd be
too
great.
when they come hot off the press. All right, thanks, Max. Love having you on, mate.
Thanks,
good man.
guys. Appreciate it a
Good
lot.
love to the family to you.
Thanks, mate.
No worries.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.